Hello all. So I wanted to give you guys a little peek into behind the scenes as to what I'm dealing with here for my Vlogmas videos. Okay. Um, all right. First of all, place is a mess. Right. Okay. We have moved, although it was 2 years ago. We've moved from a palatial place into a place that is we're paying a mortgage instead of rent. Okay, so financially it made sense. We're paying a lot less. The problem is that all our stuff is now cramped into this little cottage in Bermuda, which and I'm a hoarder, so I haven't been able to sort it out yet. Okay. Anyway, so my behind the scenes. Okay, so what you're looking at is my setup. That's a Lumix GH4. That's NTG3B's shotgun mic into a Zoom H5, and I connect it straight to the Lumix. It's kind of tricky getting the audio right, but I think I've got the audio sorted out. And my computer is normally raised here, so it looks like I'm looking into the camera. Okay. Lights, I've got this tungsten light, film lights. I originally had the C stand out because I was gonna sort of like put the mics and the camera off a C stand arm, but for some reason I can't bend this thing. This thing here doesn't bend easy. It's sort of stuck there. So this C stand is just basically there. Doing nothing. I've got lots of mics, and I'm one of my vlogs. I'm going to test out these different options. I could also use this by itself, which may give a better sound. This is actually a super cardioid mic, and I think it works reasonably well. But I'm going to try all the various mics, and you guys can probably tell me at some point what they sound like. I love this room because it's so got so much natural light, and when I film during the day, the natural light and just a bit of supplemental stuff from these, I think gives them the best light around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. At night, I'm not so happy with the light quality, but I'm going to buy more light. I've actually ordered because I think, okay, so the thing about this room is that it is we have two home offices, okay? One upstairs in the loft area, which I will show you, and the other one, this one, okay? So Suzanne, my partner, normally uses this when she works from home. Which isn't all the time. So I thought if I could set this place up so that when she does Zoom calls, she looks really good, and everybody remarks on it. It's a marketing thing for me because I want to do, one of my revenue opportunities is virtual producing, so she can tell all her people, her clients and the colleagues, oh yeah, this is Think Media. One of my businesses is called Think Media, not to be confused with Sean Cannell's Think Media. This is Io Johnson's Think Media in Bermuda. Okay, she can then promote the what we can do. Okay, the loft area is a bit more tricky to work in, but I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so you would have noticed my chess set. So my perspective is actually looking sort of in this corner of the room. So you'd have noticed that painting and the elephant thing there and the chess set, okay? Right? But what I've had to do because of my space limitations, I just shoved everything else somewhere else, okay? So we've got lots of books to die for, and I do not throw away books because what would be the point, Nobody should ever throw away books. You should give it away, but don't throw it away. Okay. So I'm going to sort out this room as well as the loft space, which I will show you now. Oh, yeah. More books, more books, more books, more books. This is actually the living room. Oh, alcohol, very good. And we're probably gonna set this up as well. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell you. I'm now thinking lifting all of this stuff off the desk and maybe use the rafters. A couple of C-clamps and stuff should be able to get our cameras and mics and lights hanging from there. So all of this stuff can come up, save some space. Okay. So now I'm going to take you upstairs. Again, it's a complete mess because our stuff is all over the place. And we have an island-wide power failure, so there's no light. Okay, so it's going to be kind of dark. But this is right, sort of like my office guest room. The room is trying to do way too much. You know, this room is doing way too much, and I really have to sort it out. We have a big desk, got another laptop here with a back screen, a monitor. I have worked here before, doing Zoom calls, and I've done a couple of presentations. I've done a couple of panel discussions that we've streamed live where I was here moderating the panel, and the backdrop sort of looked a bit like that. It's different, you know, but there's not a lot of room to maneuver in, you know. I mean, if you look, you know, looking straight across, that's a balcony, you know. But again, I could put lights up on these rafters, you know. So, but this place is going to take a lot of work. This is where I store all my stuff, you know. There's a whole light kit there, grip stuff, cameras, all kinds of shit, and a bed for guests, you know. So this space is not really available if I had somebody to come and stay, you know. And we also plan to make it an Airbnb, right? So we've got real space limitations. But having said that, I live in 2 countries. I'm here most of the time, and then I'm going to Sierra Leone maybe every time for 3 months or so. So, you know, I'm not really complaining. I'm sure I can make all of this stuff work. The kitchen is also a space I want to do some vlogging from. Show you all how to cook West African cuisine. All right. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys.